Well, we're here, finally, huh? What's wrong? Well, what did you think it was gonna look like? It's an old hunting cabin, not a five-star resort. Yeah, it's seen better days, but it has electricity and indoor plumbing, and it's far enough away from really everything that no one will bother us. Now, come on, help me unpack the car. Don't worry. I talked to my dad, and he said he's too busy this weekend to come up here. We have the whole place to ourselves. Usually, any weekend he gets the chance, he comes up here. He used to hunt with some friends, but after watching all those nature documentaries, he decided to trade in his shotgun for a camera. My mom likes it better too. It's way safer, and he can still use all his hunting gear, just without the shotgun. She even comes up here with him every so often. Me, I'm glad he found something more environmentally friendly, and it means when he's not using the cabin, we can use it for a weekend camping trip. Or I guess, in our case, a vampire research session. Come on. I'll take you inside. Okay, now just a few trips and... Whoa. How did you bring all those in at once? You know there's a dolly you could have used. It would have made your life easier. No big deal. I couldn't lift them all up. I had to use a skateboard to bring them to the car. Hold on a sec. Let me just grab... Okay, I got the bathroom scale. Now let's weigh you. Okay, got it. Now pick up those bins again and step onto the scale. All right, now let me just subtract this and... Wow! Do you realize you just carried 210 pounds and uphill no less? Yes, I'm serious. And you did it so effortlessly. That's incredible. Oh, don't be so modest. I guess the stories about vampires being super strong are founded then. I'll bet if you really pushed yourself, you probably could lift a whole lot more. Well, the bins are mostly full of food and camping supplies, but a couple are full of some gear I thought we could use in our research. I mean, I don't think they actually sell vampire research gear online, but I brought my ghost hunting gear as well as some reference material. Honestly, I didn't know what we would need, so I brought everything I could think of. Yeah, that's reference material. Well, it's not like the library had scientific books or peer-reviewed journals on vampire anatomy and physiology, so these vampire fiction books and movies are all we got. I figured they could at least give us an idea of where to start, and we can just eliminate the resources that we debunk. Speaking of which, since I know you don't sparkle in the sunlight, can we just get rid of... Yeah, I brought it just to be thorough, but I figured it would end up being useless. Okay, I guess now is as good a time as any to get started. So, the first thing I wanted to do is get a record of your temperature. I think it's a good idea to check every few hours and under different conditions, just to see how cold you are internally. I know your skin was cold to the touch, but that doesn't tell me much about your core body temperature. Yeah, I think it's important. So in the future, we can tell if you're sick or something. I honestly don't know if vampires can get sick like humans do, so come on, open up. Okay, so it just takes a few minutes. So just hold there a few seconds more. Okay, let's see that first reading. Whoa. I figured you may be colder, but I didn't expect you to be this cold. According to this, you're only about 10.8 degrees Celsius? Yeah, you could say that. The human body has an average temperature of about 35 to 36 degrees Celsius. If we go any colder than that, our body functions slow down and, well, it would kill us. I guess vampires have a lower core temperature. Well, we don't know for sure until we take more readings. Once we do, we can establish your average body temperature. I don't know how many. I guess around 3 or 4 times a day? Oh, come on. That's not that much. And it doesn't take too long. Okay, so I guess now we can check your speed. Here, take my phone and we'll just open this app. I know it's technically designed for cars, but it should still work for our purposes. I've used it on the roads around here, so the signal should be good enough for a fairly accurate reading. Now what? Well, yeah, enhanced strength and speed are often perks of being a vampire, or at least according to the reference material, so I figured we should at least try. All you have to do is go down the road, turn on the app, and run up and down the road a few times. It should track and record the speed of your travels. I don't think it's stupid. We already know you are stronger. It's possible you're also faster too. Really, what's the harm in trying? Well, if you don't want to do that right now, do you want to at least test the theory that vampires can turn into a bat? It's not ridiculous. It's in all the classic literature. Heck, Dracula could turn into a wolf and smoke. I'm not asking stupid questions. I'm simply going off what vampires can do in the movies. I mean, reference material. Hey, don't get short with me. You asked for my help, remember? Why are you in such a bad mood? You've done nothing but complain this entire time, and all I've been doing is trying to help you. What? No, that's not... It was never my intention to treat you as a lab rat. You're right. You're not a specimen to be studied. You're a person. I'm sorry. I'm sorry this happened to you. I know you never wanted to be this. I also know that you would never ask for this either. You came to me looking for answers, but I'm sorry to tell you, I don't have any. I work in the office of my family's funeral home and morgue, and on the weekends I ghost hunt. Sometimes I think I understand the dead more than the living, but neither of those things qualify me or even prepared me for this. I never imagined that vampires were real, let alone my best friend would turn into one. It just was never a possibility in my mind. This is completely new territory for me, and to be frank, I really don't know what I'm doing. When you came to me a couple of nights ago, and told me you were a vampire, I freaked. But not because of that. Well, maybe a little. But mainly because I knew why you came to me. You thought that my interest in the paranormal meant I knew how to help you. But I don't. I really don't know how to help you. This whole thing feels out of my league, and because I don't have the answers, I feel like I let you down. And yet, you were my best friend long before you were ever a vampire. And you needed me. If I could do nothing else, at least I could be there for you. So that's what I plan to do. But the best way I know how to help you is to find at least some answers so you can feel comfortable in your own skin. But to do that, I need to start from the beginning, build from the ground up, and the only way I know how to do that is by trial and error. I figure if we can at least establish your physical limits, what you can and can't do, then maybe we can make some plans to help you live, help you survive. I care about you, and I want to give you the best chance I can. Yeah, I just want to make this as scientific and as accurate as possible. I'm sorry I made you feel like a lab rat, just something to be studied. You're far more than that to me. What? Don't be an ass. Just because I believe in ghosts doesn't mean I don't trust science. In my opinion, you can't properly hunt ghosts without a scientific mind. Oh, shut up. I don't think you're allowed to be skeptical now that you're a vampire. So, are we good now? I promised you. I won't abandon you to this fate. Okay, good. Well, after that real talk moment, I think I need a snack. I know you said you could still physically eat human food. Did you want something? I guess that makes sense. Vampire taste buds must somehow be geared towards blood, so that's probably why human food has nearly no taste to you anymore. I guess that means you don't have to worry about putting on the extra weight after Thanksgiving. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to be optimistic. But you really should be careful about eating normal food. Why? Well, your body is redesigned. I guess the best way to describe it is I think your body is designed for living off of blood. So it may be safe to assume that anything else would make you sick, especially if you eat too much of it. Well, I don't know for sure, but it is a possibility. And I'd rather be safe than sorry. I don't want to see you in pain. Also, I've been meaning to ask this, but do you know if you can only drink human blood, or will any type of blood do? You can? Wait, how do you know? Oh, I see. You did try to feed before coming to see me. I take it wasn't a successful hunt, otherwise you wouldn't have been so hungry. Can I ask what it was? Yeah, I'm familiar with the sound of rabbits being hunted. We had a dog that was remarkably good at catching rabbits. The sound they make when they're in distress, it's hard to listen to. My condolences. Maybe there's a way you're able to calm them down or something before, well, you feed on them. Well, if you want, it's been a couple days. I can probably donate some of my blood now. Are you sure? If there's anything else you want. What? What is it? A strong smell. Are you sure? I can't smell anything. The only food I got is in the bins. Oh, and there's some snacks I put in the cupboard earlier. Up there. The ones I bought at the gas station. The chocolate bar? Yeah, I got it. Got only halfway through it in the car before we got here. Why? Well, if you want to have some, go for it. Well, how is it? Really? So wait, all other food has no taste, and yet chocolate? Chocolate bars taste good? No, it's a great discovery. It's just, why chocolate bars? What makes it so different?